Bars in the Garage is the only place you'll hear exclusives.
Yeah,
And only here at Bars in the Garage, yo.
Bars in the Garage, Diddy. You already know, man. Another episode of Bars in the Garage, man, with Lala Gigi and your boy DJ Lou Banger. We here with two beautiful ladies with beautiful music. But they go by It's Rated R. But I'm gonna let them introduce themselves to you right now. Ladies, left to right, introduce yourselves.
I'm Jada. I be rapping.
I'm Kiara. I be singing. Yeah, we rated R.
Yeah, it's rated R.
It's rated R. Okay, so my first question is gonna be, how did y'all come up with the name It's Rated R?
Well, it's rated R. It came from like back in the day thing, like young little raunchy, ratchet. I was like in a little group, like, and it came up from my brother G over here. He was like, yeah, ratchet, basically, what he was trying to say. This was like rated R, and because we were like a little way worse than what's going on now. And then, yeah, just like when we got together, it just was like it's still rated R. Like it's just like it just gives
Rated R, yeah.
So,
And what brought you two ladies together?
So we used to go to like the same studio. My boy our manager back here.
Right.
You know, he had the spot. Like it was a spot.
If you're from Bergen County,
yeah. If you did music, he was there.
yeah.
And,
Belmont. Shout out to Belmont.
Yeah, shout out to Belmont. We're gonna buy that again today. We're gonna buy that back. But yeah, so we used to be in the same studio, and like we used to see each other in passing. But he was like, you know,
Y'all should
y'all should really
link up.
And when we did, it was like
When we finally did,
yeah,
it took a minute.
It took a minute, but when we finally did, it was like
It was like magic at first sight, like love at first sight.
love, yeah, definitely. I was gonna say that. I
Yeah,
didn't know if
for
that
real.
was like too homo.
It was definitely like love at first. We was definitely like just making a song. We literally made a song and put like the first day we like ever like.
Yeah, that was our
was in
first,
the
our
studio.
first song, our first single.
First video,
First
like,
video,
everything.
first
Yeah.
everything.
It's called Boss and Me.
Yeah, Boss and Me. Yeah, it's fire.
Don't be
too.
judgy, but like
It's-
we look a little. We definitely look like that was our first video.
Yeah,
But
but it was quality. That shit was some quality though.
It was.
It was some quality. But when you see our shit now, yeah, it's like 4K visuals. Yeah, real shit.
At the end of the day, it's the music.
Yeah,
The video come after.
yeah.
You hear that song first. That's what hit you. Make
Yeah.
you want to see the video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that
So
song
if the
definitely.
video was alright, the song made you go see the video.
Yeah,
That's
the
it.
song
So
grabbed
the song was
everybody.
popping.
Everybody
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, y'all took y'all."
I was just listening to it the other day. I was like, this shit kind of fire and shit.
Yeah. Seriously.
That's what's up though, to connect to somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do one part and then y'all sync together and it's like harmony.
Yeah.
That's where the best music come from.
Yeah.
And nowadays, like I said, I say to people, you rarely see groups anymore. Like even
Yeah.
two people. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I got good music. We're gonna get to one of your songs right now.
Is he live on the radio? Or this is like you really DJ like that? That's your vibe? I fuck with that.
That's his
I
vibe.
fuck with that.
He's
I
a
thought he was on the
international-
radio.
He's
He
an
was doing his
international
shit.
DJ for
I
CNC
fuck with
Music
that.
Factory. Bad guy. We're gonna get into Bad Guy.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Turn that
We had this playing on 105.1
High 97.
for a little high 97. Yeah.
I heard you from the west side. Got him geeked out like it's Best Buy. West side. Gotta take him for a test drive. Acting up, I'ma burn it like a left eye, left eye. That's why I don't got no niggas. Always doing damage, you a pothole, nigga, yeah. Better beat it like a cop, though, nigga. Got me saying, domo arigato, nigga, yeah. Hold up, let me finish.
You out here. Get it, girl.
Gotta talk to me, baby. Show me what you got.
This song be hitting sometimes.
Oh, that was that.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a little dance move that we do.
I can't wait for that part. Every fucking time. Can't wait to hit that roll that
First off, fuck these niggas,
They can lick my clit.
Why these toxic motherfuckers always on my dick? I be laughing at these niggas cause they ain't about shit. Always talking so big and they not real quick. Look, I'm the fucking voodoo, do what I do. I be giving voodoo
like it's Badu.
Always playing games, that's what guys do. Got me seeing red flags.
Like niggas only want it.
They be all up on it.
They be trying to pull me in the morning, talking like they honey.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't trying to be a bitch, but you niggas thirsty. Cause every time I try to love,
Bitches will be dirty.
I'm always on the bad
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm always full of cute tips and the good sex and the late night talks of the just. I'm always on the bad guy.
I love this song. Hey. I done fucking Google do what I do. Yeah.
I be giving voodoo like it's Badu. Always playing games, that's what guys do.
I love that. That's our little babe. Our little babe. Go
fuck with
fucking go watch our
fucks
fucking
with
little
that.
babe.
Yeah,
Bad guy.
that's definitely our baby. Like, that's the song that we can't, like,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
fucks with that one
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
Thank
You know you
you.
was talking your shit.
Yeah.
thank
Y'all didn't
you.
think it was gonna get like that. Y'all didn't think it was gonna get like that. A second verse, y'all was surprised. I know. They didn't think it was gonna get like that, but
Talking
yeah.
your shit right there.
Make sure y'all go check that out. Bad Guys
Yeah.
on all platforms, video, everything.
Go check
Yep.
it out right now.
Yeah.
Well, not right
Okay.
now, but wait.
Yeah. After the video.
After this.
After this video.
Definitely download that. You
Yeah.
know? So, what inspired y'all to make that song?
It was like, that was like the pandemic summer. And I think that's when everybody started to, like, go back outside a little bit. And it was nothing but bad guys outside.
the
You know,
scammers was
I might have been
outside?
dealing with a bad guy around that time.
Yeah.
It was just giving bad,
It was
bad,
just
bad.
It was given very much like yeah,
that was
we gotta make some, we gotta feel this shit.
Yeah, it was like that was like our first like that was our first time doing a song that was like it sounded big too, like so like it was like damn, we gotta make it something
Yeah.
for the girls to
Yeah.
you
To
know
vibe to.
relate to. So
Yeah.
it was like, what's the better thing than what the hell we going
And we
through?
also was like, we gotta keep it upbeat because it's been
That was tough, though. That was tough. And you definitely going to have niggas jamming to that until your verse come on. Nigga, like, hold up.
Yeah, nah, they be like,
yeah, the niggas be
First
the
of
niggas
all,
be
oh,
like,
I see shit. I heard
that was hard, but I heard you.
Point to your man, like, yo, just talk about you, bro.
Yeah, real niggas ain't gonna feel offended.
yeah,
That's official, though. Yeah,
If you're nothing real quick, I could
You know what I'm saying?
I could feel it for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Jada, you just celebrated a birthday, right?
Yeah, I did.
Hi.
How was
see.
that? I mean,
That was good. It was good. It was calm. It was, you know, I'm getting prettier.
That was good.
young
But
forever.
yeah,
Yeah,
so, yeah.
young forever. Fuck it.
But yeah, it was good. Yeah, I kept it cute and calmness. You know,
Ain't nothing wrong with
yeah.
that.
It gets crazy around my birthday, but I
It
just was like,
always
not this
do.
year.
Always
Next
do.
year we back at it. Next year we back at
Your
it.
birthday is like it's everybody's birthday.
Yeah,
It's
everybody get
everybody's
cute.
birthday that day.
Everybody
Be
should
outside.
feel that way.
Everybody
you
be
know what I'm saying?
outside.
It's a good vibe.
Yeah.
So that's what's up, though. And y'all been performing. Y'all performed at the Ready to Die event on March 9th, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did that.
Yeah,
Did that.
We did
And
that.
y'all just performed at Iguanas, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
That was the
That was the
second time
next
we did that.
to next to blow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next to blow. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
tell us about those experiences and how was it for you?
I don't know. I feel like performing is performing for us. Like we go there, like we really like when we really go there and we really do not come to play. That's how we go. We come there, we don't fuck around. We
Yeah.
get focused. We go. We tear the stage up, and
Yeah. It be just, it's all love when it come to performing. It's
Yeah.
like, I be excited.
yeah,
I be I be excited. Everybody's always like, "You're nervous now." It's like nervous.
Yeah.
I love performing. Like so.
especially when the crowd is there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
I was
crowd-
about
when
to
the
ask that
crowd is
question.
like-
How you feel like, you know, when you singing and you doing your performance and the crowd is singing the song with you, like,
That's dope.
It's good, even if they just interacting. If they just like if
Hearing
we
it
got
for the
everybody
first
there
time.
smiling,
Yeah. It's like
it's good.
we gonna make you feel it, whether you
Yeah.
don't want to or not. We gonna make you feel it. You gonna
Yeah.
feel it. You gonna feel one of them songs. Like,
Yeah.
So I think that's like the good thing about us performing too. Like people could probably like look at us like, oh, what the fuck? This
What they
girl
about to do? Yeah.
And then when we
they
get
be
off, it's
loving
like, oh
it.
shit, that
It
was
was great.
that was dope. Like it's always a good experience.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I think so,
every,
too.
definitely
every
get
time.
that because, like you said, people just listen and be like, because I was like that when I started listening. I might have heard one song and And I'm like, let me go check them out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, they got
A few.
heat. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some heat.
Yeah.
So I
If you give it
personally
one
got
look,
I
listen.
personally got a few of them in my phone.
Oh, that's
My
thank
iTunes,
you.
so, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like once you give us a chance,
Yeah.
we're not going to disappoint
Disappoint
you.
you.
The music is fire. Like,
Yeah,
and
like-
you can vibe to it, dance to it,
And
relate to it.
then when you come see us perform, you know you're gonna have a good time watching it. You know you're gonna get a good show.
Yep.
You're gonna hear the vocals. You're gonna hear. You're not gonna
Right,
hear a
you
bunch
know
of.
what I mean?
Yeah.
bunch of noise in the background.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
You know
think
what I'm saying? I was
it's-
just at one of those, and it was like, you don't got like performance music, like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
or like you ain't
'cause
want to lower it.
some people they don't even be told this, like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they just like a lot of people who throw events, they just want that money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's not like
They
they're
not
giving
like-
some type of advice like, yo, bro, there might be people out here watching, looking for artists or whatever to put them in places. This is how you should come.
Yeah.
We went to a show like that, and there was a guy like literally on the mic like. I need to come prepared. Like, if you're an
Yeah.
artist, you need to come with show tracks, come with your
Right.
music.
Yeah.
Like, come with this. I was like,
I just be
Luckily,
telling them like, yo,
we've had a
Jada
team.
said it best, bro. Like, know your music, bro. Like, at the
Yeah.
end of the day, know your music. Nobody want to hear the music on this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you don't know it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know your music, man, who writing it?
Yeah.
That's how I feel like.
even if somebody else
Feel me?
did,
Like-
it still is your music,
You should
right?
have been
still
saying
gotta
it
be
long
prepared.
enough to know it.
Practicing it.
Like,
Yeah.
word,
You still
like-
You don't like your own song, you didn't learn it.
That's why I said, especially when it comes to like showcases and when it comes to like a lot of showcases that have judges and stuff like that, you gotta be able to know
Yeah.
what you're doing or have somebody help you with something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think that's why having a team is very important. Like, we didn't just kind of come and just try to throw some shit together with two girls. Like, that wasn't it.
Yeah.
It was, we had
yeah,
like
you had
we
work,
had-
people
yeah,
working with
yeah,
y'all.
right.
Like,
And they all
yeah.
got like music, like they got music backgrounds. So it was like they already kind of knew the shit.
Right. So
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
putting their heads
Well,
together.
Yeah.
thankful
And
for
knowing-
them because
Yeah.
Yeah.
we get that it's rated R sound.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
different sound. It's
Yeah.
unique.
Yeah.
Definitely got to
Thank you.
invest in yourself and your career, and you know what I'm saying. Your people invest in you. That's why we just, we've been.
Do them shows right, y'all.
We're
Let's
gonna
make
go.
it so far.
Do them shows right, y'all.
Speaking of music, we're gonna jump into another one of your tracks.
Oh shoot, another one.
We're gonna jump into everything.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's get it, people.
We love this, y'all. It's gonna be dropping soon. Make sure y'all check that out. Follow us. Hit that.
See,
What was that?
only
that
on Bars and
notification
Garage you get those exclusives, you heard?
Hello, motherfucker, how you doing in this bitch?
Okay.
I've been out here balling like it's you and in this bitch. Pussy, hello, I got you canoeing in this shit. Got that new Chanel bag, I put you up in this bitch. Cause I'm like that. If he hit me up, I'm right back. Told me he gon' beat it up, I told him I'ma fight back. Drove the work to Mexico, had to take a flight back. Had it on my wrist, got it looking like an ice pack. It's looking insane, playing with me, I'm winning the game. Serving it up, I'm on the train. That's a child to say my name. Swerving a coupe, stay in your lane. You wanna scoop, I'm in a pain. You got it, my shit is paid. Came with the heat, they called me Ray. Hair done, nails done, everything did. Always wanna talk, but they never did shit.
No.
Bills paid, self-made, everything did. I don't know much, but I know I'm bad bitch. Hair done, nails done, everything did. Always wanna talk, but they never did shit. Everything I'm gonna show you something. You ain't never ever had this type of loving.
It's our shit, y'all. Make sure y'all look out for this.
Playing with the stick just like percussion. Ooh, I know you wanna put this pussy in your pocket. Got you feeling hella wasted, tasting all the chocolate. Got me teaching you some things, you should call me a prophet. Go and tell them goofy bitches that they need to stop it. Ooh, we got it running like a groupie. He be shooting quick like he bangs all the Dewey. Man down, put you out with all this Gucci. I'm sure rated R, you should call that shit a movie. Hair done, nails done, everything did. Always wanna talk, but they never did shit.
This giving island.
Everything did.
This giving island. What the fuck? All the girls love that. I think the girls all love that.
Yeah.
I like it. I like this man. I think that shit on it. I don't know. I think you did.
Yeah, so that's everything. coming out soon. That's like our introduction track. We love to start like a
Yeah,
show
that's
with
our
that
introduction,
song. So
yeah.
we've been performing that for
Yeah.
so long. We've been saying we was
I like that song right there.
Yeah.
It started
Yeah.
off already. Just,
hit him with the hello, motherfucker.
Ah, how you doing in this bitch?
and they got compliment each other's like sound, so it was,
Yeah.
that transition was fire.
Mhm.
Well, she be up under me doing them little things.
Yeah. And you be coming out with that. Hello, motherfucker.
I like that. I like that. That was fire. Like, so where's why you got to come up with that song? And like, why is that? Like you said, like one of your.
The girls.
Yeah, it was just on some like,
We like looking good and going out.
yeah, that was actually one of the times where it was
We was looking good and
it
going
was time
out.
to go back outside. That's
Yes.
when the pandemic was like over. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, now it's time to get cute.
Mhm.
Let's put that.
They didn't do it
Yeah.
too long.
Let's get ourselves nice and confident.
Everything that like
Before we
hello
get out
everybody.
there.
Yeah, that's really like that was just on some like girly for the girls.
You see how she started? Hello, motherfucker.
Little couple things for the girls to take,
Mm.
so yeah.
And it's still a vibe too. Like it's still a vibe. Like
No, definitely a vibe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a vibe. The beat. The
You wanna
sound,
be around your girl when she
the
listens to that.
lyrics.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
You heard her. You heard it right here. So, question: how long have you been making music? The question goes for both of you.
Like together?
No, just
Or just period?
period.
I grew up in a musical house, so it's like in my blood, basically. Or like it's
Like who in your family?
my parents, my grandmother, my grandfather, my
Okay,
like,
generations.
everybody sings. All my aunts, all my cousins, my brother.
So it's
everyone.
just meant. It's
Yeah.
just in the blood.
Yeah, we don't play about that karaoke yet.
I guess like I always just loved music, but like when I first like actually went in the studio and made a song, I was like 17, like 16, 17, one of those. Yeah, and it just was, that was, I was like, oh, this is cool.
I
Like,
can do that.
you
I
know,
like
like,
this. I got something to say.
I always wanted to sing for real. Like I just never could sing. So it was like,
Put
you
these
I
got?
sound
lyrics-
kind of good rapping.
Yeah,
You
you
do.
got that voice.
So it was, yeah.
So who are some of y'all inspirations? Like who inspires you to like who inspires you? Like who makes you
Well, definitely for me, like it was all the women for real. Like growing up, like and I'm
In the
a
90s,
baby,
yeah.
seeing all the women from the rappers to
Queen Latifah?
the Eves to the then even when Nicki came, the Kim, like Missy Elliott. Then we had the singers. That's why I wanted to sing because they had the SWV,
Yeah.
the 702.
Monica,
Like, I wanted to hit them notes.
Brandy,
Okay, it was like music was just like I always kind of wanted some type of.
Sade, shit. Even Sade, shit. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
See,
don't
she
sleep.
more, she get more down soulful like that. I'm more of
Yeah, they
a
got some heat.
I
used
fuck
to
with
love-
Maxwell
straight
and all
art.
that.
Yeah, she get like that. I get like 702 Destiny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You give the
Yeah.
bump, bump.
Yeah, she get
Yeah.
real Maxwell. Something.
Yeah,
She
'cause I-
wanted, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I get. I love something. Do not do that.
You do.
Yeah, I play it down. It's gonna be like when it pop up, Kiara playlist. It always I'll be like, damn, this shit always popping up. I
That
listen
song
to
plays
it like
on your
that,
playlist. It does.
honey, every day, every day. I'm about to take it off here just to see if I can keep it off.
So who are some of your biggest supporters
With like music.
in life?
Oh, like just in life, for real. One of the biggest supporters I know that we both have is like our brother G. He's
I
actually
was gonna
here
say
with
this
us.
guy right
Yeah,
here.
he's here.
I wanted to just
Yeah,
say
he's here.
this
He's
guy.
here. He is
This
all
guy
fam,
is
all fam
our-
entertainment. That is like our.
He
biggest
live by that
support.
shit, and he.
Yeah, shout out to G.
G.
And then I mean we have a bunch of people for
Yeah.
real. Like
CB,
I'm just
shout
gonna
out
say
to
all
CB.
fam.
Shout out to
'cause they're all
Momo
in it.
here.
Yeah,
Bleezy F baby.
Look, she'll run down. She better with that.
4,000. I don't know who else. Fam.
Everybody, you see.
Billy.
We miss you. Don't feel away.
Oh,
alright?
Left. Can't forget about Leftway. Yeah, our engineer Leftway. He's a fucking amazing artist.
One
Yeah.
of one of
and
our
engineer.
biggest supporters.
He's
so.
another one of our biggest supporters. All that mixing, all that good sounding shit you hear right there, that is that nigga's magical fingers, okay?
Yeah. we literally always work with.
Shout out to him. 'Cause
Shout out to Leftway,
he's
yeah.
definitely doing it. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's definitely doing
Did I
it.
forget anybody else? Shout out to the kids, our kids.
Shout out to all the women, right?
All the women
Women
around
might
the
and all
world.
that.
Yeah. All my good homegirls out there, all my nasties. We love you.
All my good homegirls. I don't have that.
We got each other though. We got each other.
Yeah,
That's all we need. That's all we need.
Shout you out. You right here. Shout out to Rated R.
Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Give it up
Shout out to the merch.
Shout out to the merch,
We
yeah.
always got it on. You like it?
Right.
Yeah,
I seen
that's
that. I was
Yeah.
gonna, they got the merch. It's Rated R. Ladies, I know y'all. Rated R. Get the merch.
Yeah.
Get it?
Man.
It means a lot of different things.
Well, we're gonna get into another track, cause this one I personally like. This one's one of the songs I got on my phone, so we're gonna jump into that.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
Let's go back to that 90s feel, you know. It's out on all platforms.
Yes.
I mean it when I say it. Bitch, I'm the greatest. Don't call me with that ain't shit. I am not the one to play with, but you wanna spin that like
What if I can
my
hit
shit. I cop back. Niggas in my type. I'll just see what's next. I'm too pretty to play crazy movies. Wanna take them shots like Tyson and just shake my booty. I'm the one you call when you want to stick on the love. Take me shower by them loud, like the cards and then we go home. We gon' party like it's 1996. Put your middle fingers up if you're feeling like this. Ay. If you crush it, then you got the right shit. Put your hands in the sky if you're feeling like this. Ay.
Yeah. We did this one for Jersey.
Know when I pull up to parties, they call me a be like a party. Cause my wind is feeling like Barbie. Lemonade, Rose Cardi. I knew it as soon as you saw me. We probably gonna make a mistake and blame it on liquor and never say sorry. It's cool. It's like my ex, he's pissed off. He's spinning the block and now he's at I know I just need to withdraw.
That's why I get lost in performance.
I just the head and I'm out, yo. I don't catch feelings at all. We don't get feelings involved. And I get down. I'm in and I'm out. I see if I'm ever gonna give them a call. Stacy. I don't know why they like me. Could it be the high top Nikes? Could it be the side that white tee? Either way, they all want white me.
We gon' party like it's 1996. Put your middle fingers up if you're feeling like this. Ay. If you crush it, then you got the right chick. Put your hands in the sky if you're feeling like this.
Hopefully we can do this at AC one day. Try not on him.
What's your name? Who you with? Buy some drinks.
Like my wrist.
Diamond rings. Lock up who?
Bust inside and knock a hoop. This is what you not gonna do. We ready to get your soccer hoop. Spit your game, talk your shit. They gon' try, knock on him.
What's your name? Who you with? Buy some drinks. Like my wrist.
Diamond rings.
Lock up who? Bust inside and knock up who?
This is what you not gon' do. We ready to get your soccer food.
Yeah.
Get it up.
Yeah. That's our mother. That's another one. We love all our songs. So. We love all our songs.
And that's crushing.
And that is
yo,
crushing,
that's
yeah.
Rated R, man.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yara, Jada in the building.
Yeah.
Came here with hits, exclusives.
Thank you.
Exclusives.
You know what
Exclusives.
I'm saying? Great vibes. We appreciate y'all coming out.
I appreciate y'all.
You got anything you want to say to people where they can find you? Where can they get the merch?
All right, well, you can find us on Instagram at It's Rated R Music. And we have a link tree in the bio. Everything is really there that you can find.
Yes.
But we also have a website, it's ratedr.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. You want to see these two logos? You like this? Different colors? Or that?
Yeah, the best way to find us is going on our Instagram and clicking that link in that bio. That
Yeah.
link tree has everything you need, okay?
That's why.
Music is on all platforms.
Yes, music
Yes.
is
Right.
also on all platforms.
You want
Make
to?
sure
You got
get
YouTube,
that
Spotify,
It's rated
all that.
R.
Apple Music. It's
sure
rated R.
It's rated R. Make sure you add that it.
You see the logo? You see the logo? That's them.
This our new logo too. This is our official logo.
This
but we
is our.
just, you know, we had to give it a little space.
Yeah, you gotta expand. You know what I'm saying? You gotta expand. So
Yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
We got sweatpants too, babies.
So let the people know what you got coming up next. Like where's the next spot we can see you perform?
We definitely got some coming up.
And you know what?
I don't know exactly what's coming up right
And
now.
people always hit up like, can they perform like? So it'd be like spontaneous. Just make sure y'all follow us on It's Rated R Music on our Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna set it here. I got something coming up May 5th. I want y'all to clear that day. All right?
Okay, that's a good day.
That's
Cause
Sunday,
Oh,
May
wait, is
5th,
that a good
Cinco
day?
de
No,
Mayo.
my baby day is May 7th. And his is May 1st.
okay, I'm like that date sounded like we always busy on that date. I'm not going. But you never know. Just
May 5th.
May
It's
5th.
a Sunday, Cinco de Mayo. Putting
Oh, I
together
love
like
that.
love
that.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Love Drinko de Mayo.
Drink of the Mayo. In my case, smoking in Mayo.
Yes, that's us
That
too.
too. Smoking ain't drinking that.
I'm gonna have to steal that one. Good looking.
Smoking ain't drinking that.
Yes, we love it.
Yeah.
Change the name of
But yeah,
of
we
the show.
around. You gotta follow us, and we be posting
Yeah,
what we be
definitely,
doing.
definitely. I be
just-
posting their music. I be listening to their music when I do my little
thank
song
you.
review. So definitely check them out. It's Rated R Music. I want to thank y'all for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you
sharing
for
your
having
time.
us.
and
Thank you for having
patience
We love your
with us.
setup. It's
Yeah, I love
nice
this.
here.
I love
Thank you.
this. I
Appreciate
love
that, man.
Come on down, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, you already know, man. It's Bars in Garage, man. Thank y'all for coming out with Lella Gigi and DJ Lou Banger, man. It's Rated R. Thank y'all. You already know, man. Another episode of Bars in the Garage with Lella Gigi and your boy DJ Lou Banger. Lou, you ready? About to get into it, man. We got our next guest, man. Really needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give him one anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Founder of Mogul Status Media, co-founder of Made by Us Music, founder of Creative Space, an author, motivational speaker, manager and mentor to singers, songwriters, producers. The list goes on, bro. If you don't know who I'm talking about the one and only motherfucking Jay Hatch, man.
Yes, sir. What's up, man? Appreciate y'all for having us, man.
Thank you for
Show
coming
is,
in,
show
man.
is lit. You know what I'm saying? You guys always turn up. B.ANKHA came through last week. Had a great time, too. So
Right. One of
appreciate
his
the love.
artists, B.ANKHA.
Yeah.
She came through, rocked this shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fuck with her music.
Freestyle.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she killed that freestyle. Even after she was like, the beat was on, she was like, oh, y'all ready? Okay. And just went. She didn't say, put it back. Nothing. She just kept going. I mean,
Yes, sir.
so I read that one time you dissolved the business, right? Creative differences, whatever happened. That was during the pandemic.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Which forced you to figure things out. Like, what's next? You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? And you start an event called The Long Run,
Mm.
right?
Well, you really dug in. Okay.
Yeah, so explain that, your first venture, you know what I mean, called The Long Run, and what it was about, and
Yeah. Well, I'll take you back just a step in terms of the company I had to call iStandard. And we were kind of like we were synonymous with music production. We did about 100 events a year, 36 markets for music producers. So a lot of your favorite music producers, like people like Black Metaphor, Cardiac, Buddha and Grands, like a lot of these guys came through our showcases and then went on to do great things from building their relationships and whatnot at the events. Also project managed South by Southwest Festival, A3C Hip Hop Festival, and a lot of other stuff as well. I've always been like an event person for the most part once I left my job. But yeah, we had this company, iStandard. Me and my business partner, unfortunately, just didn't see eye to eye after 15 years. And the pandemic hit literally 2 days before it ended, started rather. We were just like, okay, it's time to break this up and do something different. So I was like, okay, so what do we do next? Because part of your problem is does my name dissolve with my brand? That's always a concern, you know what I'm saying? I'm very big on brand. I've been building my brand for a long time, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was about trying to do something new. So what was everybody doing? Everybody was online. Everybody was on IG. Everybody was on Zoom. Everybody was doing things digitally and online. So came with this idea to do something called The Long Run. It was basically a 7-hour producer marathon. So we had like 6 producers every hour, and then every hour I had a different judge. So I had like, Cool and Dre. I had like 808 Mafia. I'd have like Drummer Boy. You know what I'm saying? All these big name producers that I have amazing relationships with for all these years because they respected what I did for the production community.
Right.
So one of the great things that happened was a producer by the name of B.ANKHA and me. He was playing his music while Cool and Dre were judging. So immediately after the session, he was like, "Yo, who is this kid? I want to fuck with him." And I'm like, "Yeah." So I connected him, and about a year later, he did his first record with Mary J. Blige. He got Grammy nominated. Went to the Grammys with his mom. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of those things, one of those little moments. And luckily, I've been privileged to have a lot of moments like that through these relationships. But that long run kind of went into something cool. They would get speakers from Cali Audio, microphones from different companies. Like I try to do like, let me give you some value so you stay excited about making music. Because everybody's in their room making beats, and everybody's like, okay, what do I do now? You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to make sure that
Pretty much. So
I helped carry it over.
Next?
Yeah, for sure.
And you gave them that platform.
Yeah.
And that opportunity to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
To see that people who they look up to are feeling they shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. So how is it managing like Grammy winning producers such as Focus, right? Who worked with artists such as, not limited to, Eminem, Kendrick, The Game, Beyonce, J-Lo.
Yeah.
Then you got what's his name? Deon Porter.
Denon Porter, yeah.
Denon Porter, producer for M, 50, Snoop.
Yeah, he was
Royce.
part of D12 as well, Eminem's group.
Look at that. Like, how is it managing these people? Like,
management is a very selfless job. It's one of those things there where if you don't really love what you do, or you don't have the time or the effort that you want to invest into the process of it, it could easily burn you out because you're getting paid last. You're lucky if you're getting paid a lot of times, especially in the music industry when people are, not even getting front-end checks for beats that are placed on major records, major albums that are released already, and you're still waiting for that first. So you got to like find other opportunities, whether it be endorsements, speaking engagements, speaking on panels, keeping them in motion with podcasts and stuff like that, merchandise, and then also putting out their own projects as well. Focus and I had a great relationship. We still do to this day. It's like my big bro. I met Dr. Dre through him, and it was like one of the craziest things that ever happened to me. I mean, I met some pretty well-known people, but the Dr. Dre thing was like, we walk into the studio, and then all of a sudden it's dark, and folks like, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Just keep going straight. You'll see a little light. Go to the lounge, get something to drink, get snacks in there. All right, cool. So I'm walking to the lounge, and it's dark. There's no lights on. It's like 2 a.m, and all of a sudden I feel this like hulking figure behind me, like walking with me. So I get to the thing, I'm like scuffling to try to find a light. I open up the fridge, the light comes on, and he's like, "What's up?" And I turn around, I'm like, "Oh shit, Dr. Dre." You know what I'm saying? So it was amazing just to have that opportunity. Ended up seeing him the next day. We took a picture, and I'll just tell you how crazy social media is because I posted the picture, more for like motivational purposes only. Like I've done what I've done, respectively and unapologetic for 15 and 25, 25 years as an artist / creative, and then also the last, at that time, 15 years just managing people and doing events. Right. So I'm like, let me take this picture. I didn't want to ask him, so folks were like, "Yo, Hatch, come on, let's take a quick flick." I'm like, "All right, cool." Took the pic, posted online on my IG, just saying like, you kind of know when you made it to a specific level when you meet somebody of the stature.
Right.
The very first DM I get in my inbox, the very first DM, all capitals.
Can you plug me in?
All capitals. "Yo, I need you to take me to Dr. Dre." Wow. And I'm like, fuck? I'm like, I don't even know who you are. So I literally waited almost 3 months before I answered it. Because part of me was like fighting with, I need to teach this kid a lesson, but I don't want to do it out of like animosity. You know what I'm saying? So I took a little time off. I finally sent him something. I was like, "Listen, bro, like, I don't know you. I never heard your music. Why would I, after 30 years of being in this game, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on studio, travel, clothing, drinks, meetings, everything, you know what I'm saying? And then you just think, without me knowing you, and you put my brand on you, I'm gonna walk you into a Dr. Dre session." And sometimes artists, they just have this mentality, no shots in the artist in the room, But a lot of times artists have this entitlement, syndrome, where it's like they just see it like it's happening faster than it really is on Instagram or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like an overnight success is like 15 to 20 years. People just don't realize that. Sometimes it's viral, which is cool, but a lot of viral stuff don't necessarily last very long. The longevity in that is not
Yeah,
long.
people don't understand either. Just because they went viral, a lot of times it been a lot. You go in it, it's a lot of videos before that first viral video.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to podcasts and all stuff like that, it'll be that one video that'll make you go.
Yeah.
And then people be like, "Oh, he lit.
Yeah.
We've been making music 10 years."
Yeah, one of the things
it takes time.
I always wanted to make sure artists realize this is that, like, every time you release a single, there needs to be at least 15 pieces of content surrounding that one single.
Right.
And then I got a whole checklist. If you want to pay attention real quick right now, look right into the camera. You need a behind the scenes video. You need a real video. You need a lyric video. You need a performance video. You need an epilogue, which is you actually interviewing, yourself, black and white, something about your story, and you break that into pieces and you put that out as content. Pictures from your photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? Photo dumps. Stories about yourself. The why, not the what. Like, why are you doing this? Why am I an artist? Not, well, I'm an artist, I'm dope. Come check me out, click my link. That's reverse salesman tactics. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to realize that people are only going to fuck with you if they like you. Music is the plus. Because if they like your music and you're a dickhead, eventually they're not going to pay attention to you at all.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So there's so much stuff that I think a lot of artists leave out, and I've always been like a real mentor and somebody who tried to advocate for a creative, and that's why I do these song camps and my sync library and all that kind of stuff too. So I'm sure we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll go get into that. We're going to actually get into that right now. Since you brought it up.
All right.
You got the platform, right? It's called Creative Space.
Yep.
Where you do song camps with up and coming artists and songwriters and producers.
Yeah.
Right? and that's across the states. What, 12 cities? Am I correct?
We do 10 cities, 8 in the States, Atlanta, Miami, Vegas, LA, New York, and then we also do Toronto, Canada, and we do the UK.
And those are like 3-day camps. Right?
3-day camps. We're actually doing a 4-day camp in the UK. It's basically 3 days of everything an artist or writer or producer would want. First day is education. So we'll do like 3, interviews, and we give out something called the Flowers Award, which is like giving flowers to these major, people in the game. So we just actually did, I don't know if you guys know who Scram Jones is, Ski Beats, and then Turn Me Up Cruise, which is Meek's engineer. So this past weekend, I gave them all awards. All the videos are up on our YouTube page, Creative Space. And then that first day is like, okay, we go and press play so everybody knows who everybody is, get a chance to, intro themselves and refamiliarize myself with their music. And then I pair them up into teams. And then Saturday, we create full songs for 8 hours. 5 or 6 different rooms. And all while this is being done, there's like industry mentors coming through. You know what I'm saying? Multi-platinum producers or managers or sync agents or whatever. And that night we usually do like a city-centric event. So we're in Miami, we go out to like Racket, which where they shoot drink champs. We do a yacht party. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's, it's not that expensive to where people are like, it's killing them. I got people to come to every single camp from across the country. I had this one kid, Trey Peace, big shout out to Trey Peace, my guy. He finally, after like 9 camps, just won his first writing showcase. And you just see how he elevated his skill set. He listened, he learned, he broke bread with some of the people in terms of like getting mixes and direction and all that stuff. So the third day is showcasing, where we have an artist showcase, producer showcase. I also raffle off a trip to another city, all expenses paid. And there's about $3,000 worth of prizing for both the artist, writer, and the producer, speakers, mics, headphones, interfaces, plugins, all kinds of cool stuff. And just the experience of just the networking, and then having these full songs crosses over as my incubation system to my sync library. So I do a lot of work with like film and TV. Right. So that's kind of like, I find great talent in all these cities. If I get a chance and I feel like they got a great catalog, I'll sign them. We have a great team on the sync side of things. I'll give you that when you're ready for that.
Yeah, we
talking a lot, man. I like to talk. I've been doing this for too long.
Yeah, we like to listen. We learning, man. It's personal. So like, how would an artist or a songwriter or producer be a part? I know you work with DJs as well, right?
Yeah.
So how would someone go about participate.
Yeah, really just going to creativespaceevents.com. There's an event calendar up there. I also am doing something called the Mogul Meeting on April 22nd in New York, where I actually do something like this, where I sit down with like 30 different individuals and I like mentor, consult. We do a catered dinner. We give them a hat, a T-shirt, get a chance to play some music if we have the opportunity to, and really kind of like just give these gems out to these kids that need it. You know what I'm saying? But they can go to creativespaceevents.com, submit their music. There's a portal for every city. If you want to, if you're in New York but you want to do one in Miami, that's fine. You in LA, you want to do one in Atlanta, that's fine. You want to come from, you know,
you want to
Miami,
travel,
go to UK,
get
like
new
whatever.
fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of these producers and writers stay attached. Like they'll go and like go to a city just to do sessions with the people that they met from the last. You know what I'm saying? So
It's a big network.
yeah, I mean, I've been blessed to have this amazing like community of creatives. I was, you know, my team was the first real, like, we identified how important the producer was 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And it gets to the point sometimes where you see like these beat battles, and sometimes it's like it's for the wrong reasons. You know, yeah, there's cost to cover. We all charge what we got to charge, but there's value involved. You know, if you come to my event, if I say so and so is gonna be there, so and so is gonna be there, and you're gonna talk to him. You're gonna shake that dude's hand or that girl's hand.
Right.
Like if I tell you you're gonna win this prize, you're gonna win that prize. You know, if I tell you going third, you going third. You know what I'm saying? Like
Stand on business.
Yeah, I've just been able to be somebody who was respected over the years. I mean, yeah, we all got our haters, but I'm not a fan of that whole like, oh, if you don't have enough haters, you're not doing a good enough job. I'm just like a real dude with everybody. Like I've never wanted to be like that industry guy where if you text me, I'm like not getting back to you for a year. You know what I'm saying? I get back to people in like 30 seconds. I don't care if you're Joe Schmo or Jay-Z.
Got back to me fast.
Fast. You know what I'm saying? I just believe like no artist wants to email music to somebody and then not hear back from them. Right. Like I might not be able to listen to it right then and there, but I'm gonna acknowledge the fact that I got it. I'm gonna hit you back when I have the time, and then we're hopefully gonna build a relationship and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that really what it comes down to is the relationship side of it.
All right, you gotta be able to hold a conversation as well. Like.
But also too, like it's not always just about the relationship; it's also about the positioning of that relationship. Like, what can we do together? Like most people come up to me and they're like, "Yo, Jay Hatch, right? Yeah.
What can you do for me?"
It's just like, "Yo, I'm the dopest." I'm the dopest MC in Kansas City, and my brother is Jay-Z's cousin's dog walker's Uber pizza maker, and Jay-Z was gonna sign me, but then he left Def Jam. Like nobody, I don't want to hear that from you, dog. I need somebody I know in Kansas City that I respect to tell me that that's the truth. Because if I call who I know out there and they don't know you, you ain't popping. You know what I'm saying? Like just don't throw your foot in your mouth. Be real. Be who you are. And a lot of artists are afraid to be themselves. They're chasing something that's not them sometimes.
Not authentic.
Word.
And that's what you gotta be. It's authentic. At the end of the day, you gotta stay true to you.
Yeah.
And that's how you make it. You gotta believe in yourself as well. Like I try to tell people, you can't expect someone else to believe in you if you ain't fully believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or fully putting.
You gotta invest
People
in
don't
yourself.
People don't want to work for you. They want to work with you. We'll work with you. I ain't gonna work for you. Like if you're not doing the work to put, I'm not gonna do it for you. I'm not gonna get you shows and then you don't show up or you choking or you don't know your own lyrics.
Man, listen, if you wasn't shooting me in the gym, like we can only practice. You know what I'm saying? You can't get in the game yet. You know what I mean? Like that's always been my perspective before, Ross said it or whoever said it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things where you gotta pay your dues, man. There's no quick way in this game. Nobody's gonna just bring you right to the goal at the end of the rainbow. You gotta climb that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out what is best for you. I watch Gary Vee every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a huge fan, but he said there's one girl that said to him, she was like, what do you? He's like, what do you do? She's like, I'm an artist. I'm 23, but I'm afraid like my time is gonna pass before I get recognized. What should I do? And that's what he said. So he said, how old are you? She's like, I'm 23. He's like, sit the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you're 23 years old. He's like, you haven't even touched the first rung on the ladder yet. You want to get your fingernails dirty because it's the process, not the destination. You know what I'm saying? The process, nobody can take away these things you've learned or you've been able to. Because then if you know it all, you can replicate it. But you get to success, and if you get there fast and you fail even faster, it gets hard to get back up that ladder. Look at all these artists that have like got a deal, had a big song, and then got dropped from the label, and now they're on an independent, and they can't even, and they don't want to even go that route because they're so used to like, I was getting money, I was getting change.
They can't even match. They can't even match that song, and that'd be a problem too.
I'm not a hater on artists. Please understand that. I just like to make sure people understand that there's more to it than just making music.
Yeah, because you're also a motivational speaker, right?
Yeah, hopefully I motivate some people.
So, as a motivational speaker and a mentor to people who's made it to where these artists want to make it too, I feel like that's a great thing you did. Like, what inspires you to keep going? Like, what keeps you?
Man, it's crazy. I mean, in all reality, you know, I started off as a dancer, believe it or not. You know, I'm gonna be 52 in November. You know what I'm saying? So luckily I don't look it. At least I hope not. But you know, I started off when I was 17 dancing for a freestyle artist who was really big in the game named Suave. And while we were doing the dancing thing, it was two other dudes, and they were like, everybody used to always tell us like, you should, like, people come to see you more than they see him, because we were nice. You know what I'm saying? Dancing, and then, you know, we had a song that we'd start the show off with. You know what I'm saying? And then like we got the attention of people like Columbia Records. They wanted to do like a single deal with us, but they wanted us to do like a, you remember like Cypress Hill, like House of Pain, like those gimmicky kind of. They want us to be like these dudes from like upstate New York in the woods called Moonshine, and like rap with a twang and hunting gear. And we did like one show looking like that. And I was like, bro, this is not hip hop. This is not real shit. Like, what happens if it don't work, right? So I was actually managed by Slick Rick's DJ, Vance Wright. So I had a front row seat to like, literally like hip hop growing up in New Rochelle, front seat, like CL Smooth, P Rock, brand newbie. I'm around these guys all the time, nice and smooth, like the hip hop pioneers. So I'm making music. I'm sleeping on the couches, like pit bulls running around, you know. And I showed up to the studio one day, and there's a pink slip on the door that says "closed till further notice." And this is like beeper days, dog. This is like 10 years before the internet. Payphone shit. So I ran over to the payphone, calling my guy, like, yo, like, where you at? I didn't speak to him for 10 years.
Jeez.
I had no closure on my rap career for 10 years. So I left that. I was burnt out, and then I went to go work for Aeropostale, the clothing company. And I worked there for 8 years, and I went from making $625 an hour to $125K a year. And I managed 18 stores from Vermont down to Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? Cross County. And if they were like, you got to move to Long Island to manage a store. Okay. Hey, you need to go take these 3 stores and turn them around and staff them. Okay. Like, everything they said, I okayed. I was living in Staten Island, driving to Long Island every morning at like 4 a.m. just to get there by 7, because I wanted it so bad. So my father had passed away, and I woke up one day and I'm like, man, like, I don't love this anymore. I like it. I don't love it. Company was amazing. I learned so much. I was like the trainer. I was like the security, like, trainer. Like, if they had a security problem, I would go in and fix it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like people stealing money or whatever.
Right.
So I left my job at 29, and I went to go start doing these showcases. You know, and that's where I met my man Gage over here too. So we started doing these showcases. I don't know if you guys know who Chrisette Michelle is. You know, she sang on Ashton Martin Music. She worked with Jay, Nas. She was discovered at my showcase called Faces in the Crowd. So when I did that, everybody was like, yo, like, who's the next boy band? Who's the next rapper? Who's the next singer? So every A&R was there. I had people like Dallas Austin, Diddy. No shade. That was a long time before that happened. You know, Steve Rifkin, you know, Swizz Beatz. These guys would come to my events, like, just to like stand upstairs and watch what was going on.
Right.
Like, we had people like, you know, people like Sky Zoo, who didn't break until we got on stages. You know, we had people like Big Lou, who was signed to DJ K Slade for a while. So basically I left. I started doing these showcases. After a while, the artists kind of got a little too egotistical. We jumped into the producer thing in 2005. And I could say for almost 20 years, we've been focused on the producer and the songwriter to let artists know that they also have additional opportunities.
Right.
You know, you're not just a rapper. You're not just a singer. You're not just somebody who makes a beat. You could be so much more if you just apply yourself to the opportunities around you, or you start creating these opportunities.
Right.
You know?
Because sometimes what you you might like and you feel like it's your sound,
Right.
could go better for somebody else.
Yeah, and even collaborating. Like when you're meeting a writer or a producer that you don't like, if you're making beats in your room, right, which a lot of people are, they don't know who to reach out to. They don't know who the artists are. You know, they're trying to like figure out, you know, how do I get to Travis Scott? Travis Scott's got 70 million people. He's not going to see you, even if you know him and he's looking for you, because his DMs is. So what do? I call it exhaust the office. Who rolls his blunts? Who's his engineer? Who's his best friend? Who are some of the producers that work with him? Can you collab with them? Because Drake ain't taking your record. Kendrick ain't taking your record. J. Cole is not taking your record unless you work with one of their people.
Right.
That's how it works.
And get recommended.
Yeah, man.
From
That's
the
how it
inside.
works. But again, a lot of people aren't privy to see those things happen. And they just see what happens online. And they're like, oh, homie's got stacks of cash. He must be making a lot of money. That shit's rented, dog. That's not your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that money is, you got to put that back when this video's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there. I've seen people go, okay,
back.
so give us that money back, put it in the vault, and drive it back to the bank. Like, shit is
It's
faker
video
than
money,
fake.
man.
For
Video
real.
money,
Usher money. It was hundreds.
man. Bow Wow money.
Word.
So, man, before you go, I want to ask another question.
Sure.
Made by Us Music. Give us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Made by Us Music is a company I started about 3 years ago with two of my business partners that used to work for me as the president and the A&R of my company, I Standard. We kept in touch. So Rhythm J and PJ. Rhythm J was a navigator of sync. Like he had like 1,000 placements alone just in the sync space. Film, TV, all that kind of stuff. PJ was the ear. He used to manage Manny Fresh, Large Professor. So we always had that ear. And I was always like the relationship organization guy. So we had this conversation. We were like, we have so many creatives around us. We have these opportunities. What can we do? So we turned out, signing a bunch of people. And then we took about a year to get the company where it needed to be. The agreements, the processes, all the back end information we needed. You know, there's so much stuff that goes behind the scenes when it comes to like film and TV stuff. Right. And then a year after we started pitching to like, Netflixes and the Hulus and Apple TVs. And in about a year, we've had over 260 plus placements on film and TV. Like we just did an Ancestry ad. We just fully composed all the music. I don't know if you guys know who Mo Willems is. He's like one of the biggest children's authors in the game. So we just did this whole project called Pigeon Explains. It's going into its second season, so we're confirmed for that. We've done Fox Sports. We've done Apple TV. We did an open for ESPN's RC and DC and RC's MMA talk. Fox, Microsoft. It's one of those things, just like it is in a game, where if you have relationships and people know what to do with the process, and they know you understand it well, and they don't have to like teach you anything, works out really well. You know what I'm saying? So we've signed a lot of people from the camps and people that we've collaborated with in the past, and we have about 100 plus creatives on the team signed to us right now. So right now we're just focusing on building bigger relationships. We've had some amazing calls in the last few weeks. I'm really excited to start everything up, because it takes a little time to get things for some companies. Like, you're dealing with a sports company, maybe they're only doing content for like 4 months out of the year, or
Right.
Netflix is only doing so much content in a certain period of time. We had an amazing call today too. So, just really happy to be able to live in these different places, like managing amazing artists like B.ANKHA, being able to like mentor and show people what to do when it comes to these song camps and build those relationships. And then also too, just being able to like school people on the sync side of it, because as creatives, they don't realize they can make money while they sleep. You know what I'm saying? And we're a one-stop library, which means we have the ability to clear everything on our own. So we only work with new creatives. Companies that can't, clear like a song like Jesus Walks, they'll come to us and say, hey, can you guys replicate a specific edgy sound with, religious themes and then a hard beat? You know what I'm saying? And we'll go ahead and we'll try to figure out what that sounds like, submit it, and see what happens. So, yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yes, sir.
Yo, man. Shout out to J Hatch for coming through.
Appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you for answering. You know what I mean?
We could have been in for like 3 or 4 more hours.
Right, yeah, I
honestly.
hit you up for about B.ANKHA, and then I threw in like, yo, bro, you should do an interview too, like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I got. I was like, yo, I appreciate that. So I appreciate you coming out, taking your time.
Sure.
I know you're a busy man.
It's all love, man.
Yo, everybody out there, let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, man. You can find me at pretty much all platforms at Mogul status, MOGUL status. I have a book out called "Left My Job. I Made It in the Music Industry." It's on all the digital platforms, Amazon, CD Baby, etc., Book Baby. It's basically stating that like I've left my job and I've made it, meaning like I don't gotta go back. I'm not rich. My relationships are rich, but I'm not rich yet. I will be someday. And then also too, if you want to get down with the song camps, Creative Space events, and then also I have my own podcast called Creative Space Podcast, which will be dropping on hopefully April 2nd. Just waiting for the edits to come back. It's basically a podcast talking to well-known creators and kind of giving back to the newer community. So I have a songwriter named Rufus Black who's worked with Destiny's Child, Bow Wow, Omarion, and Jordy who's also worked with Omarion, Chris Brown, Troy Taylor, Timbaland, etc. So, about to get into the sync side of things in the next 2 interviews.
Definitely gonna tune into that, man. Like again, man. Shout out to Jay Hatch. Another episode of Bars and Garage, man. Appreciate you.
Bars and Garage, let's get it. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you.
Bars in the Garage is the only place you'll hear exclusives.
And only here at Bars in the Garage, yo.
Bars in the Garage, baby.